Here we go. I think we're on. Here we go. What up, buddy?
Yep.
Oh, shit. There we go. There we go. Now we're definitely on. What's up, buddy? Welcome, everyone, to Lost in the Dark podcast. This is, I don't fucking know. I think 135, something like that. I think this is episode 135, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Holy shit. First of all, to start this episode off, Aaron, yesterday, it was your birthday. Happy fucking birthday, man.
Oh yeah, thanks, man.
I know we hung out last night on the Skype and everything, but yeah, I hope you had a good birthday.
It was on the 6th, so it was actually 2 days ago. But
Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah.
2 days ago?
Yeah. But
I lost the day.
yeah, hey.
I lost the day.
At this point, who cares?
That's what happened there.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's actually fucking my head up right now. I seriously thought that was last night.
Yep. Yeah, it was on the 6th.
No,
It's all
because
good, though. Yeah.
No, I literally just looked, like, as I was saying that.
Went into like a time warp or something.
Dude, as I was saying that, I looked down at the thing and it said 8. I was like, wait a minute, his birthday's on the 6th. It couldn't have been yesterday, but I said it anyway. I don't know why the fuck I did that. I knew it for a second there. I realized it wasn't last night, and what the fuck did I do last night? Oh, I remember. Okay. That's why I got it, because I also Skyped with someone last night, so that's why I got it mixed up. Holy shit, my bad. But no, we Skyped on your birthday 2 nights ago with all of Bogwraith.
Yeah, dude, it was so good to see everybody. Honestly, like that was like such a highlight for me because I miss all you guys. And
dude,
it's just,
I miss all you guys.
It's so weird to like, because I was having like Skype calls and everybody with family and stuff all day, so it was like it's just kind of nice to just have that time with them. And
that's absolutely, and that's pretty cool. And even tonight we were gonna get started. It's 11 o'clock right now. We were gonna get started earlier, but I was actually on Skype with my 2 sisters, and then you got on, I think, Call of Duty with your brothers.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't Skyped with my sisters since they were in other countries living there for months on end.
That's
you know what I mean? So like when they're living here, we don't just fucking hang out on Skype or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's fucking silver lining, I guess. You know what I mean? It got us to do that, and I'm definitely gonna fucking make them get on more often. Then technically they've been on an episode of the podcast already. Both of them have separately, but they also have at the same time when we recorded that episode when we were on a 9-hour layover at the Boston airport.
I remember that one.
Yeah, last summer we did one, and it actually turned out pretty good, but I'd love to have them all on camera, just like I would like to have more members of Bogwraith on camera here doing this podcast.
Now that we know we could have 6 or 7 people on at a time, and it runs like a dream.
Okay. Seriously.
Yeah, I didn't expect.
What we have? We had 6 people the other night, right?
And then, so
6 people, and it ran perfectly. And the only thing I'm mad at myself I didn't think of is I didn't even hit record for a minute just to see what it would look like. I don't know if it's going to show all 6 of us at the same, you know what I mean? Because on my screen, I see 4 people, and then my camera, like my view of me, I can put wherever I want. And then 1 person is like a little circle up in the corner. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what it shows when it's on, when I hit the record button. You know what I mean? Because right now it doesn't show. Like if I hit, like right now we're recording, I don't see what it's going to look like when it's done recording. It shows us both on either side. Right now, I just see all of you and me in a little window. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's what I got over here. I think there's a way to set it up so that you can have it center in on like whoever's talking, or like you can have like different windows and stuff. But yeah, it'd be cool to do.
Definitely.
Kind of stuff.
We gotta get them on for sure.
Yeah. Dude, it was just fun. Like, because I mean, we haven't like, I think we did a stream and then like the next day I think they called it and there was the that was like the initial stay at home order that was called. So
okay, yeah.
And then shortly after that was my job. So it's been like a month and a half since I've seen anybody, since we've done anything. So it was just nice to just kind of reconnect and just have everybody around and stuff. So
yeah, absolutely, man. It was a good time. I was, for a minute there, I even like just kind of zoned out. And when I was listening to all you guys talk, and I was like, it kind of feels like I'm at Mac's bar right now.
Yeah.
Like just listening to you guys, and I don't know, like,
yeah,
look, it's these little things. It's these little things right now, because everything's so fucking crazy right now. It's these fucking little things that are really keeping us together. And we're fine. Like, you and I have never Skyped. The first time you and I have ever Skyped was the first video fucking podcast.
Yeah.
So, but fuck, man, like this is I really like. I mean, maybe it's because we can't see each other in person right now, but I really fucking enjoy this. Like, it's really something. And it's something that now we know how to do, and now, like, I mean, now maybe, I don't know, maybe we can start reaching out to people. Like maybe we can reach out to a Vince Locke and see if he wants to Skype with us on an episode. Maybe we can reach out to a fucking, I don't know, Aborted or Jungle Rot or Convalescence or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe even Dahlia. Like maybe we can reach out to some of them and see if they'd be willing to Skype and hang out with us for a minute. Even if it's just 20 minutes, you know what I mean?
Well, it's so much easier than having to meet up with somebody, or having to like, you can just kind of get on wherever you're at and just have a conversation for a little while.
Yeah. I mean, when it's at the point where it's this good. I mean, I remember a point in time when fuck, I don't even remember what the technology was, to be totally honest. I couldn't even tell you what I was trying to use to do. But there was a point in time where Preston and I were really excited that we figured out a way that we could basically video call before video calling while we were in the car, while him and I were both like in our separate cars at our separate houses smoking weed, and we could like smoke weed in our cars together.
Yeah.
Like on video.
Yeah.
And like we were super stoked about it. And it was like this really like rudimentary, you know what I mean? Like it was like a fucking video iPod or something. I don't even know what it was.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It was something that could do something that could make it so him and I could see each other in real time. And yeah, like we were excited about that. So like now with Skype being this good, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why everybody's on this Zoom shit, because that quality just seems like garbage.
Every time I've used it, I've always had problems with it. It's been just nothing but like, audio issues and like just glitching and stuff. Like and when we first started talking about it, I was kind of skeptic about it because I hadn't used it in probably 5 years.
Skype?
And kind of the same, yeah. Kind of in the same boat as you. Like I used it in the past, but it was pretty spotty. Like it was pretty, like you drop your call halfway through it and stuff, and like depending on what your connection was, like your video call would look like it was like from a potato. Like it just was bad. So it's super nice that it's they've kind of refined it and stuff. And honestly, if this would have happened like a few years ago, it'd be a whole different story. Like so I'm pretty happy that we've been able to kind of do this and kind of reconnect this way instead of having.
No, it's definitely it's one of those it's a slight silver lining that it forced us to figure out a way to be on video and to still do this separately. You know what I mean? To keep this going through all of this.
Yeah.
And I'm because that's the other thing. You say you've had problems with Zoom, and not only that, but every fucking podcast that I've seen that uses Zoom, like it sounds like it's coming in like this. You know what I mean? And fucking it skips around a lot and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not good quality. I don't get why everybody's using it. Like, it doesn't, when this is just so flawless. Like,
yeah,
it's so easy. I don't get why anybody would download something new whenever most people already had Skype. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that we figured out there was a way to record on Skype that works really well, and we went with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all we know. We're fucking idiots. Don't listen to us. But fucking Skype seems to be working really well for us. And I just flashed, but I think I was moving the thing, so it's all right. But
honestly, I didn't know how much I needed that until we were kind of wrapped up and done and stuff. And like after the call, I was like, man, that was nice. Like I enjoyed that.
Yeah, as soon as we yeah, exactly. As soon as we got off that call, I was like, oh my God, that was like hanging out at the loft or hanging out at Max like we do. You know what I mean? Like, that's usually the time that I see everybody together like that. And it was, I guess I'm just thankful for this technology right now, especially in this time. Imagine if this, like you said, imagine if we were this age right now in the year and all of this was happening. Everything is as it is right now, but it's the year 2000. That technology. Like, we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
But at the same time, podcasts don't even exist yet at that point. So.
Yeah. more so. Well, because I mean, even then, like, you know, video chatting stuff was in its infancy, and like nobody really knew what to do with it.
Yeah, video chatting didn't even come in until 10 years after that, probably.
I think the reason that people use Zoom a lot is because you can do a lot, like it has the capability of doing bigger groups instead of just like handfuls of people.
Yeah, but here's the thing about a podcast is if you have more than 4 people, like total, if you have more than 4 people on at once, people are going to be talking over each other, and it's just not going to work. You want to limit a podcast to 4 people maximum.
Yeah.
That's when any more than that, and it starts to degrade, I feel.
Unless everybody's kind of on the same page with things, and, you know, but it's even then you kind of got to worry about like the lag and stuff. And
I mean, well, not even that, like same page, like, because a podcast, you don't necessarily want to be an interview. You know what I mean? You want to do everything you can to make it more of a conversation. So, but and having more than 4 people going in one conversation it's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But in any case, I'm glad we got to do that on your birthday. And don't fucking think for a second, though, that we're not going to celebrate proper when all this is over.
Hell yeah.
My friend. Because it's about to go down. I'll tell you that right now. Like, it's about to go down with that shit. Like, as soon as all this is over, there's going to be so many celebrations. It's going to be like a national holiday.
Yeah.
Like,
it's going to be like the, you know, you hear about like the roaring 20s.
Yeah.
Like the crazy parties. Like this will
launch us in. We'll beat this, and it'll make us so happy for the next 10 years. We'll just party for the next 10 years.
Yeah. Rebuild the population, you know?
Yeah. Economy and shit.
But yeah, no, just, I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I was really, because, I don't know, at my work and stuff, like, people come in and, like, you know, like, they have birthdays and stuff all the time. We yell at them and stuff, and, just show them like a good time or whatever. And like I was looking forward to just kind of like, you know, having all you guys just kind of like come by and like hang out and stuff and kind of celebrate with everybody.
And just so all of our viewers know, Aaron works at like a bar, arcade, go-kart, axe throwing place.
Yeah.
You know, like an entertainment venue sort of thing.
Yeah.
And if things were normal right now, like I told you, yeah, we would have been drunk as fuck, racing go-karts around that track all night long. I would have paid off whoever I had to pay off to just play Slayer and Lamb of God all fucking night while we raced each other. Like, it would have been total fucking chaos. Like, it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
And it will be when it can happen again.
Oh yeah.
It'll be even better.
Because like like the whole time when I was working there, like it was always like anybody that comes through, like, you know, you give them the treatment. Like, you know, we sing, you know, like yell at them or whatever, like sing, scream happy birthday to them or whatever, and you know, just like it's a whole big thing or whatever. And like for like 6 or 7 months, I was like on the one side of that. And then, like, I was like, man, like, it's coming up or whatever. And then, like, as soon as, like, all this stuff happened, I was like, shit. Like, I was so looking forward to all that and just kind of, like, hanging out with everybody and stuff. But yeah, definitely have to, you know, kind of once, because I think we're definitely on the track to hopefully making some headway out of this and kind of getting back to business. So hopefully it, you know, sooner rather than later. But, you know.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
But holy shit.
But yeah, man, just thanks for chilling that night and stuff.
Hey,
and, you know, it was cool. It was fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. I'm happy I got to see everybody. I was very thankful for all that. And yeah, it was a really good time.
Somehow I managed to slam like 5 beers.
Woo!
The entire time we were on for like probably 2 hours.
You know,
it's like
I saw you drink at least the third one, and I was like, when I saw you go down that one, I was like, "Whoo, he is drinking for all of us."
I was like, I'm pretty sure I put like, cause I got like a 24 pack, I think, of Two Hearted, which, by the way, through right now.
Cheers. Cheers, brother. Cheers, brothers. I got some Buffalo Trace.
Hell yeah.
Cheers. Cheers.
Michigan made.
Mine's not, but yours is. I wish this was Michigan made, but it's Kentucky.
But yeah, I think I put like 5 or 6 in the fridge, like for before, like a couple hours before. And man, the next day I went out there and they were all gone. I was like, what? All right.
Don't you love that? Like when you wake up the next day and you go to get a drink and you're like, oh, I drank it all?
Yeah.
Fuck. I have a problem.
Yeah. I was like, man, like but hey, I mean, what else is I gonna do? Like I was just in a good mood, like, you know, everybody was just chilling.
Birthday.
So whatever, yeah. I don't gotta worry about getting home anywhere, so fuck it.
No, you're already home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good time. I'm glad we got to do that for sure. Yeah, man, fuck. I hope they get on. I hope some of them want to be on the podcast like this, and I hope that we can get, because I miss the guys from Recorruption too. You know what I mean?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I hope we can get some of them on soon. Yeah, man, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. I'm at the point. I was fucking Skyping with my sisters earlier. I'm just at the point where I miss everybody.
Yeah. Skyping
with Preston last night. You know, I haven't seen him since like his fucking birthday or something, which was March 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw him. It was right before all this shit popped off. This is the last time I was out there was for his birthday.
Well, last time I saw him was your birthday when I was over.
Yeah, so that was back in November. Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, man. And I mean, normally, we talked about it. We talked about it on your birthday. Tonight, we were supposed to be at a my fucking phone. Hold on. Notified me earlier that I was supposed to be at a concert tonight, and I was like, "You son of a bitch. The Jungle Rot, Convalescence, The Absence, Exploding Zombies. Like, I don't even know if I can find the poster at this point, but the lineup was way more than just that. It was stacked, one of the most stacked lineups ever. And fucking, it was at it's supposed to be at the Diesel Lounge tonight, Friday, May 8th was the night. And man, I was looking for Filth was going to be there. As a result of all this, and as a result of that show being canceled, I fucking, all the bands that I know and like that were going to be on that bill, I fucking ordered up some, physical copies, all the physical copies I could of Filth albums. I got the new Absence album,
Shouts out to the homies, Recorruptor. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Got that long sleeve. That's
Jesus,
sick.
Cunt.
I love that design.
Cunt. I love this shirt, man. Yeah, no, I decided, like, last week, I was like, oh, yeah, show that. Yeah. Fuck yeah. They sent those to me, too. I got this at one of their shows, but on Friday on Bandcamp, shout out to Bandcamp, when they were not taking anything, they were letting all the money go to bands. I ordered up the Eat Flesh. It's the only white shirt that I own, tank top, but I will wear it with pride because it is gorgeous, especially in person. Yeah, it's fucking great, dude. Like, it's really great. Huge shout out to Recorruptor, man. Like, yeah, support the bands you love, man. That's especially now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I ordered up, some stuff from Forces.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
Filth. Within Destruction. A Fitting Revenge, of course. I paid for and downloaded everything I could from A Suffocating Lie. Shout out to A Suffocating Lie and A Fitting Revenge. Both awesome, wonderful bands. And A Suffocating Lie actually has a new single coming out soon. And A Fitting Revenge, actually they both do. They both have new singles coming out, but A Suffocating Lie is announced it already. So that's pretty fucking cool. Something to look forward to.
I saw they posted like a behind the scenes from their video. It was cool.
It was really good. It was really good. I watched it. It was really good. Dude, man, I can't fucking get over how much fun I had with those guys. It's so rare that I feel like I immediately click with people. And there were three people on the screen that night that I really felt like I felt like I know these guys. You know what I mean? Like, they were just awesome. They were just like the guys you fucking always want to meet and have multiple times met at metal concerts. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they were just that fucking cool, and people that I definitely want to talk to. Like, dude, yeah, I want to get all of them back on, because individually, you know what I mean? I want to do one-on-ones with all of them, because I feel like there are wormholes, but they're all different. Like, that was the coolest part. Like, I'm like, oh, I can connect, you know what I mean? Like, on different levels, you know what I mean? And we can have very wildly different episodes with each of them. That I would have so much fun with. And so I still, I like and comment and do everything I can and share, try to support them as much as I can, just like I do with Bog Wraith, Recorruptor, and now A Fitting Revenge, because these are all the bands that have reached out and, hey, I'm biased. Someone wants to be on the show, I'm going to support them. Guess what?
Yeah. Fuck yeah,
I don't give a fuck. So, if someone thinks we're awesome, then I'm going to think they're awesome, just like that. So, and fucking, so shout out to all of them. And yeah, I really look forward to having all of them on or back on / on for the first time.
It's cool to me to kind of hear you talk about it in that sense, because I remember the very first one that we did with Recorruptor. You were so nervous about it, Like you were just
terrified.
Yeah. You were like, I don't know what to do. I'll like and then it was great.
Oh my God.
It was
I do remember that.
Yeah. You were like, I don't know what to talk about. Like we're, and then it was great. Like it was, and that's all it's really.
And then the next one with Recorruptor, when we with oh my God, with Seth. Wait, no. Yeah, Seth and Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. Mike? No. The fucking basic.
Alex.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Alex. I'm wearing your shirt. I'm so bad with names, and that's proof. I love you, man. And I'm so congratulations on your new house. If you're watching this,
dude,
you just got a new house. Fucking huge congrats. But yeah, that episode you were supposed to be here, but you were sick. Mm-hmm. And I was terrified.
Yeah, I remember you texting me about that. And you were like, I don't know what to do, but like,
it was so good, dude. That story I got out of them with the fucking CDs and stuff, and it was the same thing with A Suffocating Lie. Like I was real nervous, and I think if they're watching this right now, if you guys think back to like so just like you and I do, like we all got on here to make sure we were all on, and then I hit record, and like I had planned, like I had sort of like a loose idea in my head of like stuff to kind of get us loosened up before I hit record, and I just skipped over all. I was like, okay guys, you're ready to go. I was so fucking nervous, dude. I was like, I was just but it turned out good, and like I don't know, it's just fucking weird. Like it's so fun, and it's so fun connecting with people like that. This is a band. This is, A Suffocating Lies, all a million miles away in California. A Fitting Revenge, also a million miles away in Rochester, New York. And, it's totally different world than the one we live in. And it's just so awesome to fucking connect with people like that. And it's just, we're just all fucking metalheads. And that's all it comes down to, you know what I mean? Like, and it's the love, and it's the passion, and it's all that for this fucking thing, this crazy fucking thing called heavy metal that we love. And that's how we all connect, and we all find each other, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I love it. I love it so much. I love the metal community, and God, yeah. That's why it hurts so bad that concerts are happening right now, because that's the one time we get to come together, and we can't. But it seems like in other ways we're coming together, now in different ways,
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to, like, there's, you gotta do something. You gotta find some way out of this, and
I know we've talked about this a couple times, but we have seen look, Aaron and I have seen the posts about the potential the potential of drive-in concerts. Now, here's the problem. Before we even get started, let's look. If Lamb of God walks out, if Hatebreed, if you're at a drive-in Hatebreed concert, and you're sitting in your car and they walk out, the first thing that they're going to say is 2 words: destroy everything.
Yeah.
And every car would be destroyed. Like, every fucking metalhead that goes to a drive-in metal concert is going to purchase every $100 to $300 vehicle in the radius of that concert off Craigslist. And we're going to have demolition derbies. Like, it's not even. That's the thing, though. That's the thing, though, is that we're sitting here not doing it, thinking about it. If we didn't think about it and it just happened, that's what. Like, the second the first note hits, somebody is gonna rev their engine, accidentally slip into first, fucking rear end the person accidentally fucking rear end the person in front of them, and then they're gonna rear end the person in front of them. Someone else in the next row is gonna see that. They're gonna say total fucking chaos from there on out. Like, we're talking cars on top of each other. Yeah. Like, it's fucking over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like, it's not gonna be a thought. It's just going to happen. Like, it's going to be a natural. It's going to be like someone throwing a ball at your face and you catch it. It's going to be the first note hits and you smash it in the car in front of you. That's the reality of the situation. So, no driving concerts for metalheads.
Tell you what, it is the first time where I'd spend $20 on a ticket, but I'd spend $500 on a beater car just to take it somewhere. Just for this. It'd be the most expensive concert I've ever been to, but dude, like, how fun would that be?
And dude, everybody's driving there.
Yeah.
Nobody's driving out.
Yeah.
We're all calling Ubers. This Uber stock is about to skyrocket. Like, buy Uber stock right now if they start making metal concerts fucking drive-in only. Oh no. There aren't going to be any classic cars anymore. We're going to destroy them all. Yeah. I'm going to be like, dude, I just ran over a 1969 Charger. What the fuck? Like, oh my God.
Dude, I've
never seen so many Pontiac Grand Ams.
Yeah. I think that's, yeah. I think it was either you or Alex that said that the other night. I think it was Alex.
Credit to him. But, yeah, man, like, it would be total fucking chaos. But
give me just a second.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Oh, shit, I'll take this opportunity. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the crypt. I'm so happy you're all here. We're 30 minutes in. And I'm so happy that you're all still watching. Cheers. Cheers to all of you. Shout out to Yeti, the greatest fucking cups on earth. Not a sponsor. Neither is Buffalo Trace. But probably the best bourbon I've ever had. Yeah, man. Like, this has been so fucking I don't even want to talk about it because everybody's been talking about it. How crazy this shit is. But you know what I did yesterday? I went on like this walk. I found there's this area out here in Lansing that's like a nature walk. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I'd never heard of it before yesterday when I discovered it. I just went out there and it's like this big ass fucking loop trail through like the woods, you know, and most of it's paved even, and it's got benches and, you know, it's not like fucking super rustic. It's pretty well kept. But it was nice. You know, the sun was setting. It was like 60, 65 degrees out. I had the hoodie and the vest on. Fucking, I felt great. And we saw, like, I was watching, like, and it's like this big horseshoe loop around this field, like literally just this open grass field. And you were watching the sunset. It was just fucking beautiful. I was with one of my friends, and it was gorgeous. And I saw like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I saw 9 deer just fucking feeding, you know, at dusk and sunset. And it was just gorgeous. And it was fucking, I don't know. It was just a great time. It was just great. I'm talking about, hey, buddy. I'm talking about, yesterday I went on this crazy, I found this place out in Lansing, like way out. And it's like this weird fucking nature trail. And it's like a big fucking horseshoe through the woods around this big ass fucking open field, and it butts up against this other big ass open field. And I was out there while the sun was setting, and it was like 60, maybe 59 degrees. A little cool, but I had the hoodie on, I had the vest on, I felt good, and it was just gorgeous. And I saw like 7 different deer, and they all made eye contact with me, you know what I mean? Like, they were all feeding and stuff, and fucking, yeah, man, it was like, just like it was just like rolling fields of green in trees in the sun setting. And it was just fucking I didn't even know that place existed before yesterday. And it was just gorgeous. And I got to go on a walk out there, and it was cool, man. I'm definitely gonna go back out there. Like, it was.
Dude, that's honestly, that's kind of what's been saving my sanity through all this, is just like some days I just wake up and I'm like, man, I just need to drive somewhere. I don't. It doesn't matter where it's at. No matter where I end up. No matter if I end up 20 miles out or in another, in another town or something like that. Like, I just needed to go or whatever. And like sometimes, man, like I remember like one of the first days that it was like super nice out and it was like 60 maybe. Like, I don't know, just the day it was nice. Like I just took off for a while, and it was like, man, just nothing but windows down, just music blasting, like just going, man. And like it kind of brings me back a little bit, honestly. Like it helps with because I have a lot of, more so now than probably ever, like, just a lot of anxiety and a lot of, just it's hard to like kind of keep it together sometimes. So
really,
it's kind of nice to just like go outside and just like drive and just just wherever you end up is cool. Like, even if it's nowhere special, like, you just, tends to help me out a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's because a lot of times, like, it's been probably like I've gone 4 or 5 days without even going outside, like even stepping out of my house or whatever, and it drives me crazy. Like and I can feel it too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like you just wake up and you're like, you're like super tense and like just, you're just kind of mad at everything, but mad at nothing at the same time.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Sometimes like just kind of like uncomfortable, I guess is a better term. And so to me, like just doing stuff like that just helps to, I've been playing drums a lot lately, like a lot, and it's been really nice to have that to just kind of go to. So I don't know.
Absolutely.
That's one of the big things that I've been finding through all this is like, you gotta find something to occupy your mind with, because otherwise you'll just sit and think about how shitty things are and just about, like, and you can't, like, it's because you can sit and like dwell on all that, and like, the news is relentless every single day, and just sometimes it's just nice to just like, I'm just gonna get in the car and just put on some loud ass music and just go and just look at whatever's around and stuff, and eventually I'll come back. But it's just doing stuff like that is just, it's so like it's so small, but it's such a big like just weight, and it just helps to me. So
absolutely, and that's what I was kind of feeling yesterday when I was driving around and going on this walk a little bit, because when I would I'd drive to the place, and on the way I'd be blasting music, and it's just like I started thinking like, man, like this is something that it's something that I've always enjoyed. And it's something that I used to do on a fucking virtually daily basis.
Yeah.
Is just drive around on backcountry roads for hours on end by myself or with a friend and just blast music.
Yeah.
And
get the car going up to about 100 just to feel the fear for a second.
just for a quick second.
Just to do like that's something else.
Just to feel alive for a second.
There's something about like just
seeing those triple digits.
Yeah, and just like holding on for a second, just to feel that, like
just 1 second.
Yeah.
Not crazy. I'm not trying to kill myself, but I want to feel alive for a second.
Just to feel the fear,
Yeah. But yesterday I was like, man, I appreciate this so much. Like, not that I didn't appreciate it before, but like, I guess it stopped having like the same effect on me in some ways. And then yesterday it really had that like old effect of just, this is you're playing a concert into your steering wheel right now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I used to love heading out about like 6, 7 o'clock, and just like right when the sun's about to set, right when everything's else, and just kind of like just because that's kind of when everything is like sort of winding down for the day and stuff, and just kind of like I don't know, it's just there's something about like the vibe of it that's cool that you don't really you kind of don't really appreciate other than like times like this.
Yeah, when it's when it's the only thing you have to do.
Yeah.
When it's your only option. And it's honestly, the crazy part is that there was another point in time in my life where it was the only option, but it also wasn't. It was the only option because of my life. It wasn't the only option because of a pandemic. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was the only option because that's all I had to do at a certain point in time. And it's just like, yeah, man, you don't know where to start. You go back to the beginning. And that was the beginning. That was the beginning of everything. That was listening to loud music in the car is what started me and Preston getting into metal, me and Preston fucking playing music, buying guitars, fucking starting podcasts, recording songs, like everything started with the music in the fucking car. Music, it started with the music, but then when it got in the car is when it really hit.
Yeah. Definitely. It's always like to me like I used to really, well, I guess recently, like I used to do it to think about shit a lot.
Yes.
Like it used to help me like clear my mind out and stuff, but like lately it's just kind of been something to like kind of the opposite. It's weird. Like I do it to not think about stuff, but I usually end up doing it anyway, just looking around and but there's like I don't know, like
it does clear your head.
Yeah. I try to like just like because it's especially for me, like it's been tough to kind of like find that center, you know what I'm saying? Like just that point where everything is just good, where everything is just like where you can just not think about a whole lot and just like and sometimes I'll even just like open the windows and just not even just like silence, and sometimes that does it. Like sometimes you just like it's like
yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's like connecting with the road and with with everything that's going on around you at the current time, and it's not about like what's on the news or what's on the what's going on in the world or whatever. It's like it's just you and what's in front of you and stuff, and sometimes that's all that it takes to kind of help you breathe a little bit.
Yeah,
so
absolutely, man. And it's yeah, it is, you got the fucking windows down, you got the music loud, it's a beautiful night, it's warm.
Yeah,
like earlier, wait,
There's and so I don't mean to interrupt you, but like for the record, like nothing is better than like those 80-degree summer nights where it's just humid and it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and it's just like
don't even get me started. That is the perfect night.
Yeah,
that is the perfect night. Like
shit, I remember
like you can drive. And you can, like last night, I had the music loud, and for a minute, I had all the windows down, and I just spread my arms out while I was driving.
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh. Yeah.
Freedom!
Yeah.
Like, oh, it just felt so good.
It's It's such a small thing, but
it
like,
is.
And
it's those small things right now that are important during this time. Those little things that we can still do and be safe, that we can enjoy. Like I even fucking set up the disc golf net in the backyard.
Yeah, we got one of those in our backyard too. I haven't used it yet, but I have I have been like, that's like all I've been thinking about doing, honestly.
Wait a minute.
What? What?
You have a disc golf net in your backyard?
We got one. I think it was my dad's like Father's Day gift.
What?
Last year. Yeah, we got one.
We gotta play some disc, bro.
Right? Holy shit. Dude, I just want to go out to like, I don't know, any of the courses that are out here that I used to, and just I don't know, miss it.
I miss the courses, but the fact is they probably aren't going to be open for a while. So let's just fucking play in the backyard and get good at the putting, because the weakest part of my game is putting.
Yeah.
So, in a backyard, that's where you get good at it. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But
I'd be good all the way up to that, and then I would add on like 2 or 3 points just from putting, because I'm so trash at it. Yeah. Like, you just have a good drive with it and all that stuff, and then you get up there and you're like, shit.
1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4.
Like, well, was good.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have to play that. That's awesome. I didn't know you had one of those.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Have you fucking I mean, I guess that kind of like leads into one of the things I wanted to talk about is like what, okay, we always ask each other what we've been listening to lately, but something we've talked about in the past is that seasonal listening. Bands that just hit harder, or maybe even albums that just hit harder during different seasons. And right now, it's about to be summertime. We're warming up. It's, for me, it's all fucking Parkway Drive, Carnifex, Amon Amarth. You know what I mean? Like these fucking like fucking Ailstorm, like ALE Storm. Lizzie Hale just did that song with the Who, the HU band.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet, but I really fucking want to. I bet you it's, dude, they're sick.
They're so good. Yeah.
They're sick. They're like the fucking Mongolian fucking Sepultura.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty close, yeah.
Because they both imbibe, what I mean by that is they both fucking incorporate aspects of their traditional cultural music into their heavy metal.
It's that tribal feel, man. Like,
yes.
It's like,
yes.
It's in the drums, it's in the vocals, it's that, like, just stuff that just makes you stop and just like kind of like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's so cool.
Yeah. God damn it. I wish so fucking bad we could play music on these stupid fucking podcasts, man. Drives me fucking crazy. Fuck you, YouTube, for fucking like we have never made a single penny off of any aspect of this. We're not trying to make any money off of anybody. We just want to fucking play some fucking music to fucking get down. That's all. God damn it. Fuck them. Whatever. Who cares? Yeah, I really want to hear that song. It's probably gonna be dope. It's pretty cool.
As far as like to kind of add to that, God, I've been pretty deep in the brutal stuff lately.
Yeah, what's your seasonal listening right now?
I've been stuck on Verminous. Like,
well, of course, okay. Yeah.
I can't stop listening to that, and I finally got a copy of
Bring Back the Plague.
Yeah, Death Atlas, which I've been just. I appreciate it so much more now that I've actually had a chance to like sit down with it and like kind of read through it all and stuff, kind of like what we were talking about.
Do you see now why it was. I mean, we're sitting here right now, fucking. This episode won't be posted till Monday, but right now it's fucking May 8th, 2020. I still can't decide on album of the year. Even though we made the episode, I still can't decide between Slipknot, Carnifex, and Cattle Decapitation.
Yeah, I'm same. Really, like
unbelievable.
Like the only thing it did for me was kind of reiterated why we talked about it so much.
Yes.
Because I guess to kind of go back to it, I had listened to it since it had came out, since like during all those episodes and stuff. Like I was very aware of it, and I was very like I had heard it, so I knew what it sounded like and I understood it, but like I didn't quite get, and maybe it's because all right, so let me back up a little bit. I've been trying to listen to music a little differently lately, and I guess that's kind of why I've been ordering more CDs and like albums lately, because I want to have that kind of experience and stuff. And like to me, it really kind of started with Verminous. I mean, even like it's sitting up displayed on my shelf. Like I can't stop looking at it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Like,
it's been sitting up here, like. Just kind of looking out.
Right behind you on your bookshelf, yeah.
Yeah. Like it is, and I have a couple others up there, but for some reason, like just that, like I don't know, like I just love that artwork and stuff. Like, and I had, like I think I might have even, I mean, I guess not to talk about it too much because we're going to do a whole other video on it, but like when I was done listening to it from the album, from the record, like it felt like it just like crawled in my head, and like I was hearing these songs, like these riffs and these like just these like, and from like there were just like select songs that I was stuck on, but it was like the overall feel of it, like I want to listen to this again, like I want, you know. So lately it's been Death Atlas and Verminous, but I mean I guess like I've been on a real Black Dahlia kick lately, if I'm honest. Like, and it's been a lot of what I've been practicing. It's been a lot of what I've been playing. Kind of going back to like the Unhallowed Nocturnal kind of days. Just because those kind of like it's kind of like when I hear Sacrament, like Sacrament has that feel of like I don't know, I guess like seasonal, like, you know, like summer, like, you know, it's that album that like right around the time when like the weather was breaking and stuff, like, you know, it was just kind of like I got into that and Nocturnal at the same time. So it's been a lot of like older Lamb of God and older like Black Dahlia Murder and just, you know, just heavier stuff. I don't know.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, for me it's been a lot of Cattle, it's been a lot of Dahlia, it's been a lot of Parkway, it's been a lot of
the Acacia Strain, that's another big one. I know that's one that I listen to all the time, but that one specific, like they've been putting out,
they just came out with new shit, so
yeah. And they're on track to release more. I'm not sure if they're gonna put out another 2, because they've been, for anybody that's not following, or for anybody that's like it's just curious about it, like it's a pretty different way of doing things. Like they put out at least 2 songs every month, I want to say. I could be wrong about that, but each of the 2 songs coincides with a release of a letter, which I'm assuming is going to spell out Decay, because the first 3 letters were DEC. And with that, they've released a whole bunch of merch and a whole bunch of different stuff, like with specific, you know, like dates and like releases and stuff. And, but so on top of that, I'm still stuck on the album that they put out the last like month of the year last year. It Comes in Waves, I believe it's called. Yeah. It's either that or something else. But yeah, just, I mean, like they're putting out some of the best music they've put out in their career, and it's awesome to have that and to be able to kind of, like kind of go back and listen to it and kind of get addicted to it all over. So, but I guess like I'm trying to think of like of albums specific that I go back to during this time, like ones that really stick out that say like this is the summer record, because to me, like fall and like like just when it gets kind of colder, anywhere from like black metal or from like Misery Signals. There's a band called Misery Signals that I'm really into. They're kind of like a metalcore band, but they put out a record called Controller. And every like fall, like there's something about that record that just like I always go back to it. It's always the one that I'm listening to nonstop because it just kind of takes me back to that. Like it was. I remember getting into it when it was when I first heard it. I was in I think I was like senior year of high school, and I had like 2 weeks left or whatever. And it just like I was into it and I was listening to it, and like every time I could just like feel that like just the outside, just like all that stuff. And I actually it's funny that you were talking about this, because they posted something that said they were going to release new music today, which I'm super excited about because they haven't put out anything new in about 3 years, I want to say. So it's cool to kind of see that. But yeah, like as far as like specific albums, I can't really think of anything that's like that says like summer to me. That says like, you know what I mean? Other than maybe like Sacrament, I'd say. And I already talked about that one, but like that one's it's that one. It's Nocturnal. It's
Last Kind Words.
It's yeah, Devil Driver, definitely.
Clouds Over California, motherfucker.
Yeah, between that one and the album that was after that, Beast, I think. Or was that no? Pray for Villains. I'm sorry, that's album.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think it was Beast.
Yeah.
Last Kind Words. Fucking any album by Parkway Drive. Fucking
Deep Blue, definitely.
Deep Blue. Whatever the album is by Arch Enemy with Revolution Begins.
Yeah. Rise of the Tyrant.
Rise of the Tyrant. Yeah.
That. And actually, I found this the other day. I didn't even remember I had it. It's I'm gonna knock everything over. It's gonna be terrible. This.
Oh fuck! That's a live one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's such a good album, dude. What the fuck is that though?
Tyrants
is that a CD?
It's a live DVD from Japan.
Oh my god, yeah, that's where they recorded that album. Yeah, I have the CD version of that.
It's like spot on. It's one of my favorite live performances from them, and it's one of the last ones, I think, because I know that they did well. No, they had a record that was after that. That was Chaos Legions. That's right.
Yeah.
There was that, but they didn't really put out anything for that. But I got that a long time ago when I found out that I don't know, I just remembered I had it, and I was like, man, this is like, there's something about the tone of that album, like the guitars on it and just the songwriting that just,
it's fucking chaos, dude.
Yeah.
The crowd on that live performance is fucking insane.
Yeah.
One of the best. Unbelievable, dude. Arch Enemy. The Gassau era. Angela Gassau era. Arch Enemy.
Really, yeah. Honestly, really anything.
Undeniable.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, by far. Much like, what's his name? I'm sorry. I always fuck this up, but I think I'm actually about to get it right. John Bachlan was the drummer of Devil Driver, now of Bad Wolves. Yes.
Yeah.
Bachlan is right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Bachlan, John Bachlan. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking his era of Devil Driver, undeniable. Angela's era of Arch Enemy, undeniable. Like, just fucking.
Dude, I gotta dig up Fury of Our Maker's Hand.
Oh,
I gotta dig that one up, because that one's another one that just, every song on it just has that feeling to it, that just fury, you know what I mean? Like that just.
Oh yeah, dude.
That heat.
Fury of Our Maker's Hand.
Yeah.
This shit was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull that up. Hold on, that's kind of Fury. Yeah. End of the line. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. I literally threw my phone on the fucking ground. That's all you need to know. Driving Down the Darkness. Grin Fucked. Hold Back the Day. Sin and Sacrifice. That's the first 5 songs.
Yeah, man.
That's just the first 5 fucking songs, Aaron. Ripped Apart. Pale Horse Apocalypse. Just Run. Impending Disaster. Bear Witness Unto. Before the Hangman's Noose. And then the title track. Fury of Our Maker's Hand. Unbelievable.
It's a good day to die.
A good day to die. Unbelievable, dude. Holy fucking shit.
I'm so glad they played that at the Music Factory last time we saw them.
Yeah, dude. That and
never play that.
The Mountain.
Yeah.
Dude, so fucking sick. Jesus Christ. Hold on 1 second though. I'm gonna step away. Talk to the people for 1 second. Yeah. I'll be back in literally 2 seconds. Hold on.
So I don't really know what to talk about, so I'm just gonna kind of ramble about stuff. I guess, because there have been a few guys that have ordered stuff from our Bandcamp and from our Patreon, and kind of subscribed to all that stuff. So I guess I just wanted to just extend the thank you, on behalf of on behalf of all the dudes in Bogwraith and just everybody else. Like it means a lot to me and to us that you just the continued support and just for everything. There's nothing better than and especially for me, like I know there's nothing that helps out during times like this than just loud aggressive music, and just like I feel like right now as fans and as people and as just the community, like we need this kind of music, we need this kind of energy and this kind of support and stuff. So just on behalf of Bogwraith, on behalf of just everybody else, band wise, just we greatly appreciate it. And you can spend your money on damn near anything else ever anywhere. There's so much other necessities, but the fact that you would even put in just a little bit of cash and kind of help us out and kind of help move things along, it's just I can't say thank you enough. I guess to kind of update you guys on sort of what we've been doing, we're working on getting back to things as far as doing band streams and live Twitch streams and all that kind of stuff. We really want to reach out to you guys and to hang out with everybody on Twitch and be able to do that whole thing. And right now it's kind of tough to do all that, but we've been in talks about stuff. We're making sure that by the time we do get back to things and by the time we can actually stream and do everything else, that it's as top as it can possibly be. And it's so we just hope that you'll still stick around with us and you'll still kind of join in and be a part of the streams and the conversation and stuff. And eventually we will, hopefully, maybe not this year, hopefully this year, to a smaller scale, kind of see you guys live again and kind of play shows and stuff. Because that's the thing that I miss the most. Like I miss playing shows, and I know that we talked about taking kind of taking a step back and kind of doing more of the Twitch stuff and more of that, and that's been great. Especially to kind of reach out to people that can't normally see us in our own state, in our own towns and stuff. But like, dude, it's like just I miss that outlet so much, and it's gonna be probably close to 3 years by the time this all kind of gets back to rolling and stuff, which is the longest I've been since I've been playing music to kind of pause from it all and stuff. And so I just ask that you hang in there with us, and just eventually we're gonna get back to it, and it is gonna be one of the gnarliest shows you've ever seen. Like, I promise. I want nothing more than than for us to kind of get back to it and have it just be this big, yeah, this big experience and stuff. Just this big. So yeah, that's kind of my spiel. But just to kind of, I don't know, I was just kind of, just talking about all the band camp stuff that's been happening. We've had a couple people put in orders for merch and stuff. So I just just again, just thank you so much for.
You guys have had some people put in orders and stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We've had a few orders for. I think on Friday we had a couple people order the whole discography that we have, which is awesome.
That's sick, dude. Hell yeah.
So just I mean, no, and I kind of said it earlier, but just the fact that anybody would, during all of this, with all the craziness going on, the uncertainty, would pitch in and would help us out and would order something from us as far as like a CD or a shirt or anything like that, just to kind of help us out is, I can't say thank you enough for it. So just
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. And for the record, if I didn't already own all of your shit, I would have bought some shit too.
I know you would have. Yeah, we don't have anything else to sell you other than like a hat. Well, no, because you don't have the hat yet. I'm calling you out.
Is it on the Bandcamp though?
It should be. It should still be. Yeah.
Really?
Let me see.
I thought it would. I don't know. I did try to buy one once, but last time when I tried to buy it was sold out, I think. But that was a while ago. And I just assumed you guys didn't get any more yet, I guess.
We got Pig shirt left. We got. I'm just kind of listing off what we got on our site. Viscera EP, the bag, the drawstring bag. We're out of the hoodies, it looks like, but we got the logo shirt. We got a couple left of. I think actually no, I'm lying. We got one left of the logo shirt, and it's a XL. Or no,
get on that, people.
Yeah, it's either XL or a 2X. I know we talked about it. It's an odd size that we just have one left over of. Yeah, we got that. We got our new sigil shirt, which is really sick. If you guys ordered the Titan EP, it's the logo that's on the back of it, and it's also the BW logo that's on the Monsters video that you see. And as well as, I'm pretty sure we have all of our EPs and our Omen and Titan up. It looks like it's EP Digipack. So yeah, just, if you're still interested or if there's just something that you want to pick up. Hats? Yeah. Sorry, let me look at that. I forgot that was the whole point of what I was looking at.
Pins, patches?
We're still working on that. I
need a patch.
Yeah, now that I have something to put patches on. Yeah.
Battle vest right here.
See, yeah, I got mine. Yeah.
Fuck yes, dude. Right. Fuck yes.
All I have on it is the fucking Hatebreed pins.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got on mine right now too. Yo, when all this fucking bullshit, actually, that's something legit I want to talk to you about. When all this fucking bullshit.
Real quick. Hats. No, it looks like we do still have them listed on our site. They're a limited run, so.
I'm gonna order one tonight.
Me too. I don't even have one of those yet, and they're sick. I've seen them.
Is it snapback?
Let me see. I want to say yes.
I think they are.
I know they're not dad hats.
No. They're not flex. I hate flex. I like snap because they can fit more sizes. Because I got a big fucking head, people.
Limited snapback hats, embroidered white logo. That's what it says.
Happening tonight. Game over.
So yeah, just like I said, man, just thank you guys. It's.
Oh no. Oh no, Aaron's. Oh.
I'm back.
There you are. There you go. All right.
But just it's. I know it's a lot to, and that's kind of why we've been kind of pulling back from posting a lot about merch and a lot about, you know, like sales and stuff, because we know it's pretty tough for people to kind of fork out money and to pay for merch and stuff, other than us crazy fuckers that do it all the time.
Yeah. But,
yeah. You know,
absolutely. But hey, I'm here to say to the people that even if you can't support the artists you love via purchasing merch or physical copies, hey, stream the shit. Share it.
Absolutely, man.
Moves the needle in such a giant way. Just your one share moves the needle in a giant way for these bands. Fucking share these bands before you share this episode. Like, for the love of God. Like, that's so much more important to me. Like, these bands are that's what keeps everything moving, are these bands. So that's like, even if you can't hop on Bandcamp, even if you can't get a physical copy or a t-shirt or a hat or what the fuck ever, fucking stream it on Apple, on Spotify, fucking play it on YouTube, hit like, hit subscribe on YouTube, iTunes Music, and then share that shit. Let people know what you're listening to today. You know what I mean? Like, just share it. Just share it. Let people know. That moves the needle in a bigger way than you realize. Trust me.
And I'm not sure about what the logistics are for it, but like it takes so much for like so many plays in a row for a band to make a sale on, or just anything off of Spotify or any streaming thing. But honestly, like, that's not really what it's about. Like, no. To me, I guess from a personal standpoint, it's about, you know, just having not only having cool shit to listen to that just helps you out and just, you know, just makes you feel better, but it also, like, you know, it helps artists and bands and you know, just because we're all, you know, at the end of the day, we're all people, and we're all, you know, it helps to know that somebody out there digs what you're doing, and it is enough to either support it in any way, as far as, like, you know, letting other people know about it, or, you know, if like I said, if you can, you know, like, you know, pitch in for merch or anything like that. But it just, you know, like, and we I mean, same thing with podcasts. Like, we see all the comments, we see everything and stuff, and we try to make, you know, replies and, you know, be on top of it and stuff. And that stuff, man, like, there've been some days lately where it's been tough for me. And so just seeing comments and just seeing, you know, just cool stuff, and just knowing that there are people out there that still actively listen and watch, you know, what we're doing and stuff, it just, it really helps bring you back and kind of reminds you, like, you know, it's still worth all the time that you're putting into it. So
listening and watching now more than ever. And fuck, dude, all you and I are doing are hanging out right now and getting like this is fun for us. Like me physically, like my setup right now, the way I have this set up is where you would be normally sitting across from me while we do a podcast. Like, you're sitting right where you normally are when we do a fucking podcast. So, like, I feel like you're here right now, and that doesn't stop until this video chat ends. Like, I still feel that way, and even though I know you're not, I can look behind the camera and see that you're not. You know what I mean? But it's still that suspension of disbelief that makes me feel better right now. And, you know, it's not until I go upstairs and I'm all alone and I start putting on fucking live Parkway Drive and Hatebreed videos that I'm like, fuck. And then I start texting you and Preston. That's usually the process. But right now, it's like you're here right now, and that's fucking, like, it's like tricking the mind, but it's a good trick. It's for positive effects.
Well, it just helps you. It just helps you focus on something else other than just the, you know, the crazy, unpredictable bullshit that's happening.
Yeah.
You know, so, and really, like, that's because and it wasn't really until all of this that I started kind of thinking about just how I listen to music and and for a while it was, just put on headphones and every so often a new album would come out. But now, like, especially with, it started with Verminous, but I really should have started doing it long before then, because, like, man, I've gotten so much out of just shutting everything off and just having it be nothing but just the album and just what you're looking at and just like reading the lyrics and stuff and just being in that world and just that experience and stuff. Like, it's done so much for me, and like it's almost kind of brought me back to enjoying just actively listening to music again and just kind of enjoying new records. Because for a while it was like, like there's so much that comes out during a day, during a week, and you miss out on a lot of it, and a lot of it just gets kind of like, left in, or like overshadowed by other things. And sometimes it's just nice to, to have the one album, the one focus, the one band that you're, that you're listening to, what you're thinking about and stuff, instead of looking around to all this other stuff on a website that points you. I don't know, I'm kind of going off on a tangent, I guess, but to kind of like, just like, and, Spotify, and, they offer so many like recommended artists and stuff. So you're not, at times you're so distracted with finding like, oh, something else or something like, oh, there's, like this, or, oh, they put out a new album or whatever. So you click on like songs and stuff, and like, you don't really listen to it. But with the album, and with, like with buying stuff, and just with having it, and just having the full, the full listen through, the full experience through like top to bottom, it just like, you get more out of it and stuff. And I feel like it wasn't really until, hearing through Death Atlas the other night that like I realized, like, man, I needed this. Like, I needed to hear this kind of music, and like the world and just, everybody needs this kind of a sound and this kind of music. And that's really what's been keeping me going with, with listening, with buying stuff, with practicing, with doing everything, with doing podcasts and stuff, is because I know that not only do I need this, but I'm sure there are a bunch of other people that are listening to it that could really benefit from it too. And so it just, it's tough when you're not feeling it, and when you just feel like it's all just kind of for nothing and stuff. But then there's more moments than not lately that I've had, just these kind of like reoccurring thoughts of like, like this is important to me. This is important to somebody out there that's going through it and stuff. And the only thing that I have is, just stupid heavy music sometimes. And it just, I don't know, like it's made me think about things differently, I guess.
You only live once, so just go fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. No, dude, I feel you. I fucking feel you, man. Like, that song by Parkway, The Void.
Mm.
Like, what is it?
Real quick, I'm gonna go grab another beer.
Oh, shit.
Let's keep going.
Okay. Just hang on. Before you go, when you come back, remember The Void. Remember, that's where we were left off. I'm going to talk about something different now.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just like,
oh, no, you're good. You're good. Go get a beer, bro.
All right.
That's what this is all about. Like, we can't be... Everybody listening, please. We can't be at the bar right now. We can't be at a show right now. Like, we can't be anywhere that we would normally socialize and have a drink together. So this is where we do it now, at the moment, at least. And hopefully, fingers crossed for not that much longer. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was that much longer. So, cheers to all of you that are listening. And to everybody that would normally be at a concert tonight or had to fucking return concert tickets. I've already had to fucking return like two or three, something like that. I don't know. It's fucking insane. So here's to everyone listening to this, wishing, like me, they were at a show right now. Cheers to all of you. Not to say that I'm not. This is, not to say that I'm not happy to be here right now. Like, this is fucking. I'm so happy. Silver linings, right? This is a silver lining of the situation that we got to be on video together, and we got to be like, we figured out this way to still be essentially in the same room, feel like we're in the same room at least, and still do the podcast, and even still just hang the fuck out as friends, because we can't, any other time other than when we're doing this. So yeah, it's important. It's important, and it's fucking insane that it's even possible. It's a special time, technologically. That's for sure. Hold on a second. There we go. And yeah, man, it's just fucking. But having said all of that, there's no question that when shows come back, taking the microphone off the stand for this one, when shows come back, it will be fucking total fucking chaos, mayhem, like you have never fucking seen before. Like, this will be
I don't
end all be all.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I mean, I feel like at this point we need a shirt that has the logo on the front and it says total fucking chaos on the back of it. Because that's like the slogan. You said it a couple of times.
And I stole it from Randy Blythe. So
yeah, hey.
I don't. From the live Lamagata where it goes total fucking chaos.
But to back your point up, I fully agree. Like, it is going to be as if there is like the pits of hell, like circle pits like you've never seen, and just moshing uncontrollably. Like, I can't wait.
Oh my god!
Like,
Aaron, hold on.
You're gonna see people in the pit that have never that like it's taken like 20 years for them to come out of mosh retirement. Let's say.
Oh my!
That are just gonna be.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta. God damn it. Aaron, everyone's coming out of mosh retirement for this.
Jeez, brother. By the way, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That is always interrupting worth. Every single person is coming out of mosh retirement after this is dude. We're gonna see a pit bigger than we've ever seen in Michigan. The first show after this is all over.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Let me pose this question to you, I guess. We've talked about drive-in concerts. We've talked about all that kind of thing, the potential of it. There's one thing we haven't talked about, and that is what is the possibility and what is stopping people from, when that specific song comes on, when that specific riff happens, to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna get out my car for a minute. Like, I'm gonna just hop out for a minute. Like, before you know it, we got people on top of cars. We got people like circle pits. Like, just, like what's
Aaron?
Like, you can't tell me that if you see a drive-in show with Lamb of God or just somebody there and they start playing like
two words
or Hatebreed, like, you can't tell me that you're like, just fuck it. Like, I'm just like.
No. 100%, bro. That is something I had not thought about until you just said it. There's going to be no more crowd surfing. It's going to be car surfing.
It's going to be, people on top of their cars, just like.
On top of the cars. Fucking surfing.
Yeah.
Fucking while they're crashing into each other.
Yeah.
People, these will be some of the first pits people actually die in. Like, possibly.
Maybe.
Because nobody will be really going that fast, but some legs might get crushed.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Some legs might get crushed.
Dude, real quick, somebody posted this. It was 5/8, so it was yesterday. Max Barr posted this thing, this stat. It looks like it was from a Twitter that says, "We have been closed for over a month. We can now scientifically conclude that it was all of you who made it smell that way." Which is like just like, I guarantee that place has never seen it that empty for that long in years. And I can imagine that it's probably a little more pleasant in there. But I don't know, to kind of go back
that
to where it's like, yeah.
The fact that they said that way. And we both know what they're talking about immediately.
Yeah,
we both know what they're talking about off the bat.
Yeah. But yeah, like, it's hard to imagine really what it's going to be like, because like there's no scale for this. There's no prior knowledge of this, and it's hard to imagine a life without shows, but it's also hard to imagine a world coming back from all of this. And like, I mean, I just remember looking around at, the last big show, thankfully, that I have, that was like, that blew me away as far as like people and as far as the attendance was Knotfest. It was Slipknot. And that was because that was the last time that I remember looking around at the crowd and being like, holy shit, like there's so many people here, like from the front of the stage to the back, from the lawn, like we were standing out, and it was just as far out as you could look. And now, like, to imagine that and to kind of see, like, to see that again is like, it gives me chills, honestly. Like, it's so hard to picture that and to, like, just to have that again, and just to have it be the normal thing is weird, when we've gone so long for having it only be like 10 or like 5 or 10 people. Like, to imagine like the whole capacity of DTE just sold out, or just, like, it's it's like a different world. It's a different time almost.
I wish I could. I thought there was a way to look at memories on Facebook from other days.
Oh,
I don't know if there is or not, but I was about to bring it up because on your birthday, my memories on Facebook were of you, me, Mike, and Alex at Knotfest 2019. Like, I saw the picture where I took the picture and I was kind of in the side like this, and then you all were like, behind me.
Yeah.
And fucking dude.
Yeah. And now
I push my fingers into my.
Yeah.
Like, unfucking real.
Did you like? Okay, I guess let me ask you this: did you ever feel like, because for until this happened, there was no scale for really like anything like this. It was hard. Like there was nothing that you could compare this to. So, did you ever feel like going to just any show was ever like less than like exciting, I guess? Or it was like it was something that you did and you enjoyed it, but you didn't quite get that like that same feeling that you felt like the first handful of shows you went to or whatever. Like it's so weird to have that feeling because like, and I mean we both know like there's you go to so many shows and there's so many of them that are memorable. Like there's so many that really actually fully like stick out to you. Like is there ever, I don't know, has it ever reached that point? And now do you kind of look back and feel like, fuck, like I probably should have like really kind of, just experienced this a little more and just had this, just been a little more involved or like a part of this, I guess, like, or just been more excited about it than I was.
Good fucking question.
And the only reason I ask this is because there was a few shows that I was at and that, just things that I done were like, it was good. It was something I enjoyed. It was, it wasn't like, and honestly, I don't really remember the last like really bad show I'd ever been to, because there really hasn't been any. Like there's been a few that have been off, but nothing that's been like, oh man, that sucked, or that was like, you know what I mean?
Put it this way, I remember the last bad show I was at, and it was like fucking almost 10 years ago.
Yeah. So it just, but like at the same time, like, you know what I mean? Like there's just like, you remember when you're first going to shows and stuff, and it was like, you'd show up like the day, like even like the day before, like it was, I mean, I remember like Mayhem Fest, any Mayhem Fest, it was like this. Like you'd show up, like you'd be up the entire day before, you'd be up like 2 days before, just excited as fuck for it or whatever, and then you'd go and it was like just this thing that was like, just all day, it was just nothing, it was just, you were excited about it and stuff, and then like, there'd be a show a few months ago or like a few months later that was sick, that was cool, but you didn't really
Aaron,
quite,
I know what you're saying, but I want to say real quick, I don't think that I will ever forget. I don't remember what year it was. I'll give it that. I don't remember. I remember what year it was, but I don't remember the date. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I will never forget. I was working at ACO Hardware in Frandor before you got a job there, and before it became Ace Hardware. It was still ACO here in Lansing and Frandor, for those of you that are familiar. And I was the front of the line there for 10 years, and I fucking would, if I knew something was coming, I'd be looking at my phone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And occasionally when I could, and when I could not get caught, of course. So
Retail.
Hashtag retail. So no, go ahead. So can you still hear me though? Or are you leaving the room?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. No, because this is a story with you in it. Fucking, I will never forget that time when the Rockstar Mayhem Fest lineup got announced. And Aaron, you were the first person I texted. Like, that was the year Bodum was on the lineup. Like, that, and like a Monomarth and like Hatebreed, I think. Like, everybody we wanted to see. Dude, it was like the best fucking mayhem. I will never. I remember exactly where I was standing when I saw it. I remember exactly where I was standing when I messaged you that line. You specifically. I remember specifically sending that shit to you and getting your response and fucking like, and then we went together. That, you know what I mean? Like, like, why did we start talking? I don't know why we started talking about that, but
well, I was asking you when like if there was a show in the past, like, you know, few years that you'd been to that was like you were less excited for than, or just like you were less excited about than probably others, or like if there was ever a point where you kind of reached that.
Yes. So there was definitely there have definitely been recent times. Okay, we'll put it this way. In the last 2 years before 2020, in 2018 and 2019 combined, I've gone to more shows than ever before, pretty much. And there were a few shows that I went to in there where I was definitely less excited about versus others. But every single time, you know, when I'm there, it ends up being magical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a bad show since way before 2018, honestly.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't say bad show. I would just say like, because I mean, and I almost hate putting it that way because it really kind of does a disservice to the bands and to the, you know, to the ones that you're going to see and kind of playing. But like there's like, you know what I mean? Like you have your favorite bands and you have the ones that you just like, you'll pay anything to see live. You'll follow them to the grave, basically, you know. And then there's the other ones that like it was a really just sick experience and you were just glad that you had the chance to see it live. It wasn't necessarily so much that it was like, you know, not exciting or that it wasn't like, you know, awesome or whatever, because even at those shows where you're kind of less into it, like, you know, you're still like, it's still something that it's like, oh, well, you know, I still saw him, like, I'm still glad that you know, that it happened or whatever. But then there was those other ones that you walk away from and you're like, fuck yes, like this is, you know, there's a difference between those kind of shows. I feel like,
yes.
And to me, it like for a little while at least, like there were, because I mean, fuck, like when things were kind of starting to, like, you know, pick up or whatever for the year, like there was some shows at the end of last year that were like best I'd ever been to in my entire life. Like Knotfest. I think of the Fit for an Autopsy show at the Sanctuary Detroit, which was just I was just, I don't know, that show just, I wish I could go back to that show. You know, but just kind of like ones like that, like Knotfest. God, some of the like the Bodum show that we went to. That was the VIP one, the Hatebreed show especially. Like I still have that ticket in my wallet from that show. Like that was such a sick fucking show. Like I don't know. And like there, you know, that's kind of what I'm talking about, is like there are others that I went to, but then there were ones that really stuck out to me, and I felt like for a little bit like it was kind of reaching that point where it's like almost too many, like almost too much. Like you were just, I mean, I don't know. But now it's like, just to even think that I was even in that mindset is just stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like it kind of goes back to that, like, you know, because I mean, like I said, kind of, I don't know if you were sitting here, if you were away, but like I was like, you know, it'll be probably like by the time things clear up, it'll be about 3 years since I played a show, since I've like actually been on stage playing. And that to me, 3 years, I would say, somewhere between there. And like, I used to look at it as, you know, to a point, like it was a lot, and it still is, because it's a huge thing or whatever. But like it's something that, like, now looking at it, like I would give anything to like wake up and be like shit, like let's pack up, let's go. Like you just kind of look at things, just differently, I guess. And I hope that by the time things kind of go back and by the time things hopefully kind of ease up and out, I don't forget what that feels like. Like I don't forget about what this is like after a while, because like after certain things happen, like, you kind of revert back to, older ways of doing things, like older ways of thinking and stuff that you kind of get used to and kind of accustomed to just how easy and accessible things are. And then all of a sudden when they aren't, it's like shit, like what do we do now kind of a thing. And so I hope that, it just kind of lights that fire for me, I guess. So I don't know. That was a big tangent, but
no, that was good. No. That was good. And I agree. Like the first time you get back on stage is gonna be fucking an inferno. I mean, there's no other way to describe it.
Like,
no other way to describe it.
Those there were, and I think the more relatable thing to say is like I remember there were a few shows that we went to where it was like that feeling of like I don't feel like I'm going to a show right now, and I remember saying that like it's really distinct kind of feeling. Like you're excited about it, but it's like I'm not like hype. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
like we're here right now. We're in downtown Detroit, but I don't feel like we're about to see a heavy fucking metal concert.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That was kind of more what I was talking about. It was like, do you remember like times where like that was something that like stuck out to you, and like do you ever feel like kind of dumb about it, kind of looking back at it, or just like, I don't know, just like wish that you would have kind of taken it in a little more? Because I definitely, I mean,
not on that side of it. On another side of it, though, yes. On the side of it where it's like we don't get any more right now, I just wish I had like. I don't know. I guess I just wish I had moshed more and talked to more people and, I don't know, stuff like that. Like,
yeah, just experienced it a little more. Just to kind of, I get that.
Not that we didn't. Like, we were always, if we weren't fucking in the pit, we were on the edge of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. It's not that we didn't, but at the same time, I wish I had maybe done a little bit more.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I mean, I don't know, or maybe even I don't know.
But it's just something I've been thinking about a lot.
Yeah.
As far as with the current, the current state of shows being kind of postponed and everything else, like.
Yeah, I get it. Absolutely. And it's
what it like, dude, I think it was mostly because we were talking about it the other day, but I still like there's certain shows that just I think about and I can immediately kind of go back to it. And I think the one of those is the Hatebreed show at Harpo's, man. Like I said, I have that ticket in my wallet. Like I carry that with me everywhere. I see that all the time, and it just reminds me of like that was to me the first like true, honest like Harpo's experience I had, and that was the night that it was like. It was like old school, man. Like it just we went in there and it was kind of early in the day and it was like it was kind of like a little bit nicer out or whatever and stuff. And we walked out and it was just like it was nighttime. It was kind of later out and stuff, and it felt like a whole world happened right there, and it was just and then it's just done or whatever. It's just like I don't know. Like I constantly go back to that. It's just one of my favorite shows ever.
That was such a fucking incredible show.
Yeah, that was so
25th anniversary Hatebreed tour at Harpo's in Detroit.
Yeah.
Unfucking believable, man.
Like we saw some legends that night too, man. Like
My god.
Fit for an
Obituary?
Terror, Obituary. Yep. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like
stacked lineup.
Chromags, who I didn't even know I wanted to see, but was fucking awesome. Like
fucking stacked lineup, man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I just, honestly, live music, live videos of live music has really been helping a lot through all this shit.
Yeah. Oh,
big time.
Did you? I invited you to it, but did you watch any of the the live Dahlia?
Yeah, but
stream?
all I saw was like one camera angle from far away. I couldn't really.
That's kind of all it was. Like it was just from like the soundboard or whatever, just across. Yeah.
I couldn't really make anything out.
Yeah.
So I didn't really, but sounded decent.
Yeah, I honestly like I tuned into it because I saw they were posting it and I was like, well, I mean, I just wanted to check it out or whatever, and like I kind of wish they had a little closer view of the stage and everything, but I really just kind of went for the sound.
Yeah,
because like it was just spot on. It was such a good performance of them. It's still, I think it's on their YouTube now, but yeah. And like everybody was just commenting during all of it and stuff, and they were posting a little stuff here and there, so it was just kind of cool.
Yeah,
I think
worth checking out.
I think of the Whitechapel Black Dahlia show too as like memorable. Like I just.
Oh my god! Yeah. I didn't even get to go to that, but I remember missing it.
Yeah, it was, man. I remember there was a specific reason why you didn't get to go or you missed it.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was though.
At this point, yeah.
Something not as important.
Yeah.
And I should have just gone.
So I don't know, just shows like that, man. Like just it holds you over. It helps you kind of like, I feel like eventually we'll get back to it. I don't know when, but as long as there's, it's really cool that there's, a lot of them are doing really like timely stuff as far as like releasing, live videos and, live footage or like, songs or like going back in the studio and stuff and kind of working on stuff. So I feel like there's definitely that drive to keep offering the live experience and for people, because I mean, for a lot of them it was their livelihood. It was what they did, all times of the year, and I can't really imagine what it's like to have. I mean, there's been a lot of bands that have posted stuff about like losing money and really struggling from all this, because this is what you do to make a living and stuff, and just I can't really imagine one day just like having all these plans and all these these dates set up and stuff, and then just all of a sudden like a whole month of your life is canceled, or a whole like it just, I don't know. So
more than a month too.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot more than a month, that's for sure. Yeah, it's fucking. Now's the time to support the shit you love more than ever. That's what it is right now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? In any means possible. Whether, even if it's not just, like we said earlier, even if it's not just buying merch, it's just fucking streaming and sharing. That moves the fucking needle more than you realize. And it's absolutely fucking worth it. So always share and stream the bands, especially the smaller bands that you love, because they're only going to be small until you stream and share them constantly.
Your favorite band was a local band once.
The power is in your hands.
I constantly go back to that because it's true, and a lot of times you forget about it.
Yep.
sometimes
your
like,
favorite band was the local band once. Yep.
Yeah, or like just like it. There's times when everybody was just struggling, slogging it out.
Fucking slogging it out through the verminous underworld. Absolutely.
Like, and I specifically remember when I was listening to it, like after it was all done, kind of looking at it and stuff. Like, honestly, I felt pretty inspired. I've been feeling pretty inspired this week. Like, I've been feeling pretty motivated.
Nice.
Which is kind of why I posted that video the other day. But yeah, like I listened to that kind of at the top of the week, and just had a few other things, and like I just remember looking at it and kind of being like, this is the product of 9 albums worth of constant grinding and constant like hard work and just like going, and it really kind of took me back to being like, this is attainable if you just kind of, just like be patient and just kind of like, just take advantage of kind of what you got and stuff, because, it's when you can't do it that you kind of miss it. So
yes, exactly.
So I don't know, like I just been trying to keep that up and keep that going lately. I've been really trying to nail down a video for Warborn and for On Stirring Seas. Those like, and Die Horror Cosmic off their first record.
Damn.
I don't know if I'm gonna do all 3, but for something like those just like, I don't know, those have just been kind of doing it for me lately. And Warborn is, I think, like I wanna try to shoot for a new video on Sunday, or to post a new video on Sunday.
Oh yeah. So yesterday, as of in accordance to when this video comes out.
yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Honestly, I didn't even know what day it was.
I don't know either. Look at this shit, dude. Look at this shit. Hold on. Let's see. Look at this. Hold on. I'm trying to see if you can see it. See that? Hold on.
Oh shit. Is it broken?
Oh yeah. It's starting. Like, look at this.
Wow.
See that?
Yeah.
How fucking crazy is that? I just noticed that tonight. Damn. I don't know. I guess I fucking move around too much.
Just pulling it.
Guess I move around too much. Look at that.
That explains. Yeah, I can't even see it from right here. I didn't even notice. I wasn't even looking at it. Like, you are one good, like, just like pull away from just ripping that off there.
It's not supposed to move in that direction. That's crazy. Well, it's a good thing I got a couple more, and I'm hopefully getting some new microphones for us soon. So, wow, that's crazy. It looks so fucked up. I can't believe I did that.
By the way, I think we do have the same computer. Like, I saw
really?
Of it, yeah.
That's fine. Hey, real quick though, I do want to ask you, have you been? I guess. Hold on. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we've pretty much gone over everything I wanted to talk about tonight, other than if you've been watching anything lately. But we don't have to get into that now if you don't want to.
Yeah. Not really, man. I haven't really been in like the T. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, honestly. Been watching a lot of that stuff, but yeah, like I haven't really been like super into like watch it. I guess other than Ozark, but I haven't even really gotten in like super into that. There is this show that I've been kind of hooked on for a little bit. That's called The Rain. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's about it's like this. It's like kind of like apocalyptic kind of show. Like there's this. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like I don't know. It's about these people that are in this bunker. Like it's a brother and sister that get like left by their parents in this bunker, and like the rain is killing everybody. And there's something to do with like I don't know. They're trying to figure out a cure, but like the dad leaves and stuff, and they don't see him for a little while, and they're stuck in this bunker. And then eventually, like things kind of like run out, like their supplies and stuff, and they try to go out. And like the first episode is all about them kind of like surviving and stuff. But then like after that, it gets into like the actual series and stuff. And the first episode is them leaving the actual bunker for the first time and kind of what happens, and that kind of leads into the rest of the show. And that's really good. I haven't started. Well, I think I'm like a couple episodes into the second season, but yeah, it's really good.
That sounds interesting.
So yeah, I don't know. Just I've really been trying to get into like more like horror movies.
I know. There's not that many.
Yeah.
Not that many. There was a new one I was really looking forward to called Antlers coming out.
Yeah.
But it's not coming out anymore. I don't know when it's coming out at this point.
Did you ever watch this, like, I don't know. Well, I guess when was the last time you watched The Shining?
Long time ago.
Just to me, that's been one of the ones that's like I feel like because I haven't and I keep thinking about it. I'm like, man, I need to rewatch that. Like that's,
long time, and now they got a sequel for it.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
Neither have I.
I guess the last movie or like horror movie I remember watching was the It movies. I watched the remake of it, which the first one was gnarly, dude. Like the first one was really good.
Still haven't seen it.
Really? You should. Yeah. The only reason I watched it is because it was on TV, surprisingly, which is wild because there's a lot of stuff in that's like, holy shit! Like, I'm sure it's probably more when it's not on it. But like the second one was kind of like you could tell they were kind of like it was kind of like the Conjuring movies, I guess. Like the first one was really sick. It was really, it was like one of the better movies we've seen in a long time. And the second one was kind of like trying to cash in on that idea a little bit.
Yeah, I could see that.
Without, that's kind of what this one was. I didn't really, like, grab onto it a whole lot. But, yeah, man, the first one is gnarly. Like, it's it's crazy. And I think the main kid from Stranger Things is in it, too.
Yeah, he is, yeah. I've been meaning to check it out. I just haven't yet.
Yeah. It wasn't me. Like the only reason I did it was like, oh, this is on. Like, fuck it. I was like, it looks cool. I think I was watching something else before it, and it just started. And I was like, damn, like this is this is actually really good.
Fucking to that point. Well, shit, man. We've been going for 2 hours. Got anything else, really?
Not really.
Not really. I mean, I kind of do, but I kind of just want to save it to the next one.
Yeah.
You want to? I don't know if you're down or not. Would you be down to do one in between now and like next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Sometime in between now and then.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Then maybe I'll save this stuff for then. So that means for everybody watching this. The rest of the stuff that we're going to talk about will be out in 2 days. So, or a day or something like that. Because this episode will be out Monday. Maybe that one will be out Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see. We'll see how it all works out. It's all a mystery. But in any case, for now, oh my God. This thing is about to fucking break. Holy shit. There we go. All right. In any case, everyone watching, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so fucking much for watching this episode of Lost in the Dark podcast. Be sure to follow Bogwraith, Recorruptor,
I don't have a copy of Titan, but
there you go.
Pick this up as well. It's sick.
Omen, Bogwraith, Recorruptor, fucking A Fitting Revenge, A Suffocating Lie. There it is. Come on, get it. You got it? Where is it?
Cat's on it. My cat's on it. It's got cat hair.
God damn it, Kenny.
Pick this shit up. Merch. Buy the merch.
Buy the merch, god damn it. And if you can't, stream it, share it, like it, love it, subscribe to it.
Support what you love. Support what you love, because it might not be there because of all this bullshit. Yeah. It came out like 2 years ago, but play that shit. Yeah, heard it.
Straight up.
Pick up, shouts out to Trevor and fucking, you know, all the dudes. Black Dog Murder. Testament. All that shit. Albums that came out 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Everything. Fuck it.
Pick up what you love, man. That's what it's about.
Pick up what you love. That's what the time is right now. If you have the ability, if you don't, stream it, like it, share it. It moves the needle. You help. That's what's most important for all these bands. Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube, fucking Instagram, Facebook. Some of them even Twitter. You never know. Follow them on all of it. Get support the shit that you love. Support local music, because every one of your favorite bands, like Aaron said earlier, started as a local band. So that's it, and that's that. You know what I mean? That's it, and that's that. So that's why you got to support them. That's why you have to be part of the movement. That's what it's all about. So, and
also pay attention to my YouTube page. I'm going to try to get up videos a couple times. Well, maybe not a couple times a week. Maybe like once a week. I'd say we'll start for now.
Name of the YouTube page?
Posted. It's if you look up Bogwraith drums or Treason drum playthrough, Bogwraith drummer, any of that kind of stuff, I'm sure it'll come up. I got to work on getting an actual, name set up and all that stuff. As far as
but you have a channel.
Yeah.
What's your channel's name?
It's I haven't plugged it yet, so I gotta.
Well, you could probably find it in the related section of the Lost in the Dark podcast episode that you're watching right now. I'm pretty sure it's Aaron Gray.
Yeah, if you just look up my name, it's probably there. Like
Aaron Gray Bogwraith, Lost in the Dark Bogwraith. Aaron will pop up because I
posted a new practice video of Treason the other night from this record.
Oh man.
It's pretty cool. I'm trying to stay a little bit more busy with that. Like I said, I wanna either work on a video for Warborn or for On Stirring Seas. I've also been going through working on trying to learn Putridity. Learn a little bit better, because that song. I
fucking love that track.
That is my favorite song off of Titan. So yeah, just subscribe to me. It's weird saying that, but yes.
Subscribe to fucking Aaron, please. Aaron Gray, Bogwraith drums. Find him. What's the plug again? I'm gonna make the post on Instagram tomorrow, but I'll do it maybe even again on Monday when I post this episode, just to tag your video. What's the name of that video? The playthrough you just posted. Give it again.
It is under Bogwraith, Titan, or sorry, let me see. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We just want to get it right. I don't have a microphone stand. How? It broke.
So yeah, if you type in Aaron Gray Bogwraith, it'll come up. The video that I just posted is Bogwraith Treason drum playthrough.
Treason, that was the one.
Yep. So if you look that up, you will also, if you type that in, you'll find just about all of our other music. Everything else you'll find past podcasts, it looks like. So yeah, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just
Lost in the Dark episodes.
Yeah. Like literally, if just type in Aaron Gray Bog Wraith and you'll find anything I posted, like songs, anything like that. So past podcast episodes. I think I saw the Omen podcast that we talked about down here. The Super Bowl serial killers and Bog Wraith, episode 47.
There's a lot on that episode, apparently. Holy shit, I don't even remember that one.
Episode 87, episode 8. Damn. Episode 8 was the Omen release. It was the 8th episode. I didn't realize that.
Whoa! Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
That's fucking insane. That means you were on, you were definitely on before that. So you were on like the first 5 episodes. So yeah, you. Holy shit, man.
Well, it was either that or because I think the first one was of you and Preston. And I think I was on 3 after that, and then kind of going after that. So.
And I tricked you into this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna post it. I'm just gonna, we're just gonna record it and just see what happens. And I was like, all right, yeah.
And I posted it.
Then you posted it. I was like, all right, well, I guess we're doing this. Like,
yeah, that's how you start fucking magic, motherfucker. That's how you start an empire.
Yeah. Well, because if you'd have told me like, yeah, let's do an episode, like let's try this thing, I'd have been like, I don't know, like. But now, like, dude, it's like I don't know, it's just fun.
It's one of your favorite things you do.
Yeah, honestly, like.
Favorite thing I do right now, I'll tell you that. God damn it. Like, I am so fucking happy that everything ended up the way that it did. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a crazy string of events.
Yeah.
And it turned out awesome. What was fuck? God damn it. Number 8 was Omen.
Yeah.
Dude, that's when. Do you remember where we were sitting when we recorded that?
Yeah.
On the bench next to each other? Yeah.
With the blue microphone. The old ass blue microphone.
Oh my god, dude, yes.
It wasn't I mean, I guess it wasn't really old, but it was just like it was.
No. I mean, it's a decent microphone, but it's this right here is a shitty microphone, and it's better than that. So, but still, like, sitting next to each other on a fucking like Chase lounge bench thing, a cushy, living room bench thing.
Yeah.
And we talked about the release of that album. So literally, since this podcast in some ways could be looked at as a progression of Bog Wraith. Like, this podcast has documented much of Bog Wraith's progression.
I would say so.
How fucking crazy is that? By accident. We didn't even that's not anything we that's not something we started out to do, but that's what ended up happening.
Yeah.
One of the things.
Yeah, I don't know, because like we talked about like music and stuff at the beginning, but like I guess before it was like, it was just kind of a cool idea. It was like, oh, let's just, let's talk about this that's happening or whatever. I just kind of went from it and stuff. So
it was just, it was like, all right. Are we
gonna wrap this up, or are we still
cool your jets?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
I know. I'm fucking with you too. No, it was just, and I've said it many times before. It was just, It was just the consequence of hours and hours and hours spent driving around in a car with Preston and Jordan, having these crazy fucking conversations, and my wanting to get them recorded just for my own selfish purpose. My own selfishness, wanting to be able to go back and listen to them and the things that we talked about. And I want to be able to get them. So I want to have, and then we get to the point, fast forward, not even fast forward, but I had that realization after you and I had already met. And then all of a sudden you and I are fucking going to all these concerts together. And then on the way to the concerts, because you and I live in Michigan, and we have to drive an hour and a half plus in any direction one way to go to any given concert. So during the trip, we end up having these fucking conversations, and you and I start going to these shows together and end up having these same fucking conversations that I've been having with Jordan and Preston all this time. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. And yeah, like I felt like you were like, because not only like you and I had a lot of the same conversations, but you and I were able to relate on the metalhead level. But okay, so here's the thing, is that it is also a matter of proximity. You know what I mean? Like, Preston has always lived far away. Jordan has lived close, but he's never been a metalhead. You live close, and you're a metalhead, and you and I had some of the same fascinating conversations, philosophical conversations that Jordan and I did. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting here like, holy shit, here's this metalhead that we can talk like this together. And I was like, yeah, like, you're the perfect one to bring on to do a fucking podcast with. Like, you're fucking, like, absolutely perfect. Like, I saw it immediately just from us driving back from Detroit after watching the loudest heavy metal, the most insane, mind-bending fucking concerts and light shows in mosh pits, and then after the show we go to Armando's and we fill our fucking faces with the greatest fucking tacos on planet fucking Earth, and then we get in the car for our hour-and-a-half trek back home, and it is in that time that we have these fucking conversations that it's never intended. It's never thought out. It's never pre-planned. It's just what comes out in those moments. You know what I mean? It's those genuine human interactions. And it was during those times where I was like, this needs to be a podcast. Like, this is fucking amazing. Like, if I don't care if anybody else listens to it, I want to listen to it again. Like, I just want it on record, you know? So this whole thing was started for my own selfish reasons.
Yeah, I mean, well, at the same time though, like, you know, I feel like I've really kind of, because the one problem I've had for the longest time, and I still have it, is like I'm pretty reclusive. I feel like in most cases, like I feel like
you are.
Yeah, and you can kind of attest to that. Yeah. I don't know, like I'm I guess in the simplest sense is pretty introverted or whatever, and like, so, and since we've been doing this, I just feel like it's a little easier to kind of, like, you know, like talk to other bands and other people, like, just, you know.
You have a shell that needed a little cracking.
Yeah, that's for sure. I definitely, and I still do. Like, it still fucks with me.
Hey, I mean, all of us.
But I feel like in doing this and in talking to people and in just realizing, like, just how easy it is to just have meaningful, like, honest conversations and just about stuff that you enjoy, and just like it's super easy, and it just, all it takes is just kind of that middle ground, and just that, just that thing that you can kind of go back to and, kind of relate to and like talk about and stuff. So like, I could definitely say that from doing this, it's and that's one of the things that's kept me open to it, is like, like there's been times where like I've been like, I don't even still like just kind of like thinking about it too much, like second guessing, but at the same time, like I just, I know it's gonna be cool, like I know it's gonna be worth it, I know like it's all like at the end of it, like it's there's so much more to it, and like that just kind of keeps me going or whatever. Just for that brief second, it's like all right, like just, like, and like really it was kind of after the Recorruptor podcast that we did, that kind of opened me up and being like, you can be all right, like you can, it's all right to kind of, chill and kind of like open up a little bit and kind of like, like just talk to people, and like, it's just, but for a while, man, it just like, even still, like I struggle with it, but it definitely, like, doing this has really helped with all of that, I feel like, to some degree, because I feel like, it's whenever we have people on here, it's like we can always find that middle ground. That's something we always talk about. Like, there's that constant middle ground between whoever's on and whoever we're talking to, and so it just kind of helps to remember that and stuff. So I guess that's like my long-winded way of saying, like, just thanks for fucking with me, lying to me, you bastard, making me do this shit.
Call me Loki, baby. I fucking I definitely take a lot of pride in tricking you into this. because honestly, yeah, 100. I mean, look, I can't lie in saying that I didn't see that. And but hold on though. The only reason that I saw that is because someone once saw that in me. And that person was our boss, Evelyn. Mm. And she cracked me out of my shell. And did it by forcing me to be on the front lines of a very public situation. That's not obviously in no way, shape, or form. Like I was just like, no, like I know when I'm in a car with Aaron, him and I have amazing conversations, and I want those recorded. Like that was 100% like it. But at the same time, I recognized like this is a guy who is more introverted and maybe more reserved about wanting to be recorded. So I took that into consideration. But ultimately, yeah, man, like this fucking, you and me doing this has been just, I love it. I love it so much. Like I can't get over, like it's so fun for me. And anybody else that ever wants to be on, it's even more fun. But like when you and I are going, it's fucking like that's the show to me. This is the show to me. Like this is what me as a fan wants to see. So it's just fun. It's so much fun. I love it so much. And I thank you. Then I put it back on you, and for because you could have I could have posted that shit to begin with, and you could have been like, "Fuck you, dude! I'm never talking to you again," and that could have been it.
Dude, I like for the longest time, like the first few episodes, I was like about ready to be like, I don't know if this is like, I don't know if I really want to. Yeah.
That was a long time ago at this point.
Yeah. But it just, I don't know, like
Time.
I saw the benefits of it, I guess, because it was just, I don't know, like you never really kind of know like what's gonna work until you try it or whatever. Like the hardest part of doing anything is just starting. And I remember like we talked about it for the longest time, like, you know, mostly when you're back at the shop and stuff, like just talking about doing like an after dark kind of thing. And then like it was like, I don't know, it just like,
forgot about that name.
yeah. So it was always kind of in the back of my mind, like we could potentially kind of, you know, like it was something I was always kind of interested in, because I always wanted to do something else to kind of like give back to the things that I enjoyed. You know what I mean? Like, because I was always really into, you know, like obviously like heavy music and horror horror movies and like metal and stuff, and I always wanted to kind of do something that was like personal, you know, that was like, because I was in and out of bands and stuff and kind of doing that thing. That was its own sort of thing. And, you know, but there was never really that thing that was like, you know, separate from all that, but also kind of gave back to that sort of sense. And so I feel like that's kind of what this has turned into, like just a way to kind of give back to just what I love and just what we love, and just kind of, you know, something that's given so much to us.
That's what I was going to say. We've actually ultimately ended up doing that. We've done full episodes about our favorite horror films.
Yeah.
And bands, and dedicated episodes to live shows and album releases and everything. Like that's what this is all. It's all this is a platform for us to be like, hey, we love this. Look at it.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Like,
in the simplest senses.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And what we love is heavy metal music, and we're going to talk about some movies, horror movies, Marvel movies along the way, and other movies along the way too. But that's just what it ultimately is. And passion. It's the place where we can let out our passion.
Yeah.
Publicly. I don't know why. Like we do it publicly, but I do it selfishly.
Well,
I do it for me, so I can go back and watch all these one day.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there has to be that kind of a mentality to it, to a degree. But
it keeps me going with it.
Yeah. Not in a sense that it's negative, but like,
no.
Because I kind of feel that same way with a lot of the stuff that like Bar Grace is doing, and honestly, it wasn't, because for like there was a time when, and I don't know how deep you want to go into this, because we kind of talked about like, you know, wrapping it up or whatever, but like I don't know, let's kind of to do a little bit, but like there was a time before I joined the band, before all this happened, like I was in between stuff, I wasn't really sure kind of what was going on. But I always knew that like I remember thinking like I want to be in the heaviest band possible, and I want to write the heaviest shit ever, and I just want to like tour the world. Like that was you know, that was the only thing that I wanted to do. I didn't know anything else. And then you know, you kind of put that out there, and then all of a sudden I was at a show, and Alex was working security, and started talking, and then eventually it got to the point where they were like, you know, they were asking me to, you know, come to a practice and kind of see what they were doing and stuff. And before I knew it, like, you know, all that started happening, and then like, you know, and then at the same time, like all this was happening with the podcast, and like it felt like before I could even think about what was happening, like it kind of fell into place, and it was weird. And like now, even like looking back at it, like it was almost like more obvious than it probably should have been. But like I don't know, it just like it's cool to kind of see the progression of it, and kind of have like, you know, kind of like you said, like an ongoing track record with it. Because I remember at the time when Omen was coming out, that was the first full length that we had. That was the first, like, you know, that was, and the, you know, the EPs were sick to me. Like they were a big deal to me, but like the full length and like the, you know, that whole thing was a big deal to me. And then like just recording the episode, and kind of, it almost kind of seems like ever since then it's just been like just go, like constantly and stuff. And there's there's been times where it's been slow. There's been times where it's been impatient. There's been times where it's been frustrating, but like it's moments like that where you kind of look back and realize like eventually it's all going to come back around. Like it's all going to, like if you think about something long enough, and if you really kind of set your eyes on something, like it'll come to you and stuff. And just so, but I don't know. I just like catch myself thinking about that a lot, like from like the time just before joining the band, and then everything else after that. It's like, dude, like it's been crazy. So,
and how fucking cool is it that you can go back and listen to yourself talk about Omen when it first came out?
Honestly, I haven't since we recorded that.
Neither have I.
Should. Yeah, I really should.
Both probably should.
And I still,
because we'll probably be like, holy fucking shit, we sucked at this.
We were terrible. Yeah. That's something I think, like, and that's honestly what kind of keeps me from it, is like, I still kind of have that point where it's like, it's so hard to go back and listen to that.
That's what should drive you to it. Because then you listen to that, and then you listen to any of the recent episodes, and you're like, how did we get there? Like, we're actually decent. Like, sort of, I think. Like, I don't know. But it sounds better at the very least.
The only way I know how to equate it is we've put up 100 and what? 100
I think 35. I think this is 135.
Okay. So we put up all those, and majority of them have been positive responses, like positive reviews and stuff. We've had other people that have wanted to join up on this because of those and stuff, and like that's true. What else is there? Like, it's awesome.
Yeah. People have reached out to us and wanted to, because they liked what they saw. So I mean,
and we started off just sitting at a chair at a table with a bad microphone. You lying to me about what was going on. And now we're here. So
hey, in fairness though, at that point in time I didn't know I was lying to you.
No, yeah. No, I
just ended up lying to you. I just texted you one day like, hey, actually I changed my mind. I'm gonna post that shit. But it was awesome.
Yeah.
And we've come really far. We've learned a fuck ton. And it's been so fun. You know what I mean? It's just fun. And that's what it is. That's the main point, is that it's still fun. Especially now when you can't sit across from me. It's more fun than ever. Like, and people get to see us on video. It's more fun than ever. So, shit, man. We've come a long way in 135 episodes.
That is for sure.
With the podcast has, and so has Bogwraith, and so has Recorruptor, and so has A Fitting Revenge, and A Suffocating Lie, and fucking everybody.
And this band that clearly doesn't need a plug, but I love this shirt, so I'm gonna plug it anyway.
Uploaded.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So just I guess, like I said, long-winded way of just saying thanks, I guess.
Thank you, man.
Awesome.
For taking the ride with me.
Continue to be awesome.
Yes. Absolutely. We will continue, even if it's for our own selfish purposes. So, man, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll save the rest for the next one. I can't think of a better way to wrap this up. Honestly, that was fucking fantastic. So, be sure to follow Bogwraith, Recorruptor, and A Fitting Revenge and A Suffocating Lie on all things, including Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Support and even if the local band you listen to isn't one of the ones we mentioned, support them, please. And if we don't mention them, if you're hearing this, send us the link. If there's a local band you like that we haven't mentioned, that we may not have heard of, especially if it's in or anywhere in or outside of Michigan, send that shit. I want to hear it. 100%. Please, please, please. I need new shit to listen to right now. I'm fucking on a very irresponsible spree of buying older shit. I need some new shit to listen to. So, please send that in. That'd be amazing. And support all the bands that have supported this podcast. And if you feel like it, feel free to support this podcast by liking, subscribing to this channel. We will hopefully be on a real podcast host very soon, within the next month, and be back on iTunes and all the other streaming platforms. But right now we're just on YouTube. And we appreciate you all so much for fucking watching. So,
also, if you are in a band and are interested in being on this, let us know. Send us hit us up on messages. Send us anything really. Like we love, like you said, we love checking out new music, just anything really. And if you're a fan of it, you just, because we would love to talk to you, just hang out.
If you want to be on the show, we have an open door policy here. You're more than welcome. If you want to just send us your music and have us talk about it, we will do that too. Yeah. Anything you want, please. If you're a band, if you're a big, small, whatever band out there, local band, whatever, that wants to be on here, please just reach out. It's happening. So
the world needs this music. The world needs this music.
The world needs more heavy metal podcasts because we don't have enough. We got like 2 or 3. That's all we got. So
probably more than that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4, 5. Okay, so we maybe got like 5. We're trying to be number 6. So
hopefully.
Please fucking subscribe, all the bands that we're talking about and all the bands that you love and want to support. And if you feel like it, support this podcast too. We'd love that. It would mean the world. If there's anything you want us to talk about, reach out to us. Bands, scary stories, paranormal encounters, any of the above. Reach out to us, and we'd love to hear from you. Lost in the Dark Podcast at gmail.com. Lost in the Dark Podcast on YouTube. We're also on Facebook, and our most accessible. If you message us on Instagram, I will see it. I personally will see it. Message us on Instagram if you want immediate response. So, yeah. That's, I guess that's it. And that's that. This one. Shout out to Recorruptor. Shout out to Balgraith. Shout out to A Fitting Revenge. Shout out to A Suffocating Lie. Shout out to everybody. We love you all. Thank you all so much for watching. There we go. Hey, raise your fucking horns. Come on. Bang your heads. We love you all to death. And we will be back again very soon. Good night.